This is Beni.
And this is Dhru. And today we are going to react to a video called I Tried Every Rooftop Restaurant in Lagos, So You Don't Have to, by Tayo Aina.
Ah.
So that it's a video that has been requested a little bit on our channel. So we were like, let's try something else. Also, I know we have been away for a while. Sometimes life gets in the way, but we are back and rocking. All right, let's check this out.
Hello guys, how are you all doing today? In this episode, we are going to be visiting all the rooftop bars and restaurants in Lagos, Nigeria, and trying out their food and drinks. As with all reviews, these are my personal opinions as at the time of recording this, and I'm sure anybody else who watches this may have different opinions. The first location on our list was the Atmosphere Rooftop Bar, which is located in
It's kind of interesting where I think it's just the staff members who are there. One person was sitting, but I didn't see very many people there.
I think it's empty at the moment, and customers are yet to come, or they would be beginning to come. And you can see no customers sitting over here right now, right?
Yeah,
there seems to be taken permission to shoot before people arrive, maybe for privacy sake or something.
Maybe.
This rooftop is really big, guys. It's so big that it had to be divided into different sections. There are two private sections of the rooftop and both have a different persona. The first private section looks like it was designed by a wedding planner because it has plenty wedding vibes and will be a nice place for a private proposal.
It's interesting how you mentioned wedding vibes, and it kind of resembles actually how Indian weddings are too, where there's the mandap. And it's exactly like that. It has flowers, this has plants, but I think they have something similar too, which is why he's saying that.
I definitely agree to that. These are the kind of things that are used for weddings, even in India, definitely. Right. Yeah. Also, I'd like to mention how it's a rooftop thing, but they do have a covered up section which is looking onto the outside view. So it's like you're sitting inside, but you're not just inside, you're getting the
also outside.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Yeah.
While the second part looks like it was for small get-togethers and parties. The main open floor is also really wide, and I love the aesthetics of this place. It is really colorful and has the earthy vibe due to the artificial leaves covering all the walls. There was also a pink signature bicycle that I believe was placed there to take nice pictures and post on Instagram. Kudos to the marketing team of this spot for that idea. So I'm also here with the special guest. It's always a special guest when it comes to food and all those enjoyment things. Come here now, why are you running away? Let us see your face.
Let's go eat.
We are not eating. What is this bicycle that is here? What is it for? Is it for driving guests around?
Yeah.
What's it for?
Part of what you call aesthetics.
Oh, aesthetics. Our first dish was the Imoteras bowl, which was made up of rice.
Well, it was interesting. I mean, I was kind of honestly hoping there would be real plants and real wines, but when I saw the colors, I was questioning it. Then he said that that's artificial plants, and that is a different vibe, because the real plants kind of give you those nice fresh smells, and it is a little bit of a maintenance, obviously, but that's
Correct.
a way better aesthetic. Because my tech office had that. Like many tech offices in the Bay Area have that.
Right.
That
I mean,
real
but then
wines.
it's like you need to be like considerate of the weather conditions, the climate, whatever, and it's not always easy to maintain that. Maybe that's the reason they have it like that. But definitely, if it was real plants and all, it would have been better.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Well,
in your it's kind of like in your house you have an artificial plants over actually real plants. That's a different. It's not just for the eyes, right? There are other senses involved, like the smell and the coolness factor. There are other things. So I think that definitely adds to things. So that was a little bit of a disappointment for me. All right, let's look at the food.
Chicken slices, and some other things I couldn't even comprehend as at the time of making this video. It wasn't a bad meal, but I wasn't used to the type of rice they use, so I couldn't eat a lot of it. We also had one deep dish cookie with vanilla, which was really nice and sugary. I really enjoyed this one. And then a cup of pink on black margarita. How do you pronounce that? Margarita? This looked aesthetically pleasing and had some black pepper and salt on it. I really didn't like how the first one looked, so the manager made sure another one was made for me at no cost to myself.
That's good. Like for example, he said he didn't like the first one and the manager made the second one and he had said no cost to me. In the US, like if you don't like something, you can just give it back. Like that, those were things I didn't know as an Indian coming here. And then I remember, like, say in the US, you bring something from the store, you open the packet, you try it out and you don't like it. So then mostly the policy is not for all products, like you can't return underwear, that would be weird, but like 30-day, 90-day policy, you can return it. That's why many people actually buy new clothes and then give it back. I think they do that a lot in India as well. But it was kind of a culture shock when I went to Indonesia from the US and I needed to get an adapter, and they said if you open the packet you can't return it even if it doesn't work. I was like, what? I'd kind of become spoiled that way. So I like that they have this. And the other thing I want to mention is I think Nigerians may be either this is a Nigerian thing or it's him. I mean, he is Nigerian, but he said, I like the food, but I couldn't adjust to it because I didn't enjoy the kind of rice they had. And I'm presuming it might have been brown rice. I don't know. I would have wished that he would have elaborated on that, but brown rice is obviously texture of white rice, more processed rice is definitely better, but brown rice is much healthier for you. But I think Nigerians just love their rice and are very particular about it, like Japanese, like jollof rice, they're very particular. Like even Burna Boy said in an interview, I want a girl who can make jollof rice for me. So maybe it's very intrinsic to who they are and they're very particular about it.
Right. I think they're quite particular about their meats and their rice and the combinations, whatever. But yeah, definitely. I mean, every kind of rice has its own flavor, and its own texture and everything. And there are different things that go in combination with different rices. So evidently that.
Yeah, that's a good point. Not every rice feels good with everything else. Because I have tried sushi, brown rice sushi, and it's just like, to me, it's awful. I don't want to, offend anyone who likes it, but to me, I couldn't take it. It's just sushi doesn't go with brown rice to me. So it's a very particular opinion, I think. We all have, right?
Right.
I got a new drink. Courtesy of the manager. This one was better, and the only problem was that it finished really fast. Let's get a reaction. I'll give this place a solid 8 because of the view, how nice the staff were, the nice aesthetics, and the great pricing of their food, and also the free drink they gave me. The next rooftop.
Before he goes to the next one, I want to find out whether this place was expensive or not. I mean, let me first see in dollars. I think what was it, 13,500? That's $32. I mean, what all did he have? Was it? And then the other thing I also want to ask is whether it was for both of them. It kind of went by fast. Maybe the food was for both of them. If you go to, say, Chipotle, it's about $9-10 a person plus taxes. So that comes out to be, for 2 people, that's $20 actually. So yeah, $32 might be a little more expensive for Nigeria, I think. That is my guess. You guys can let us know. Is 13,500 high cost for lunch for 2 with cocktails included or no?
We visited was the Twin Waters Rooftop. Twin Water is one of the biggest entertainment and lifestyle outlets in Lagos. It is located at the second roundabout in Lekki Phase 1. The view here is really remarkable. You can see a large part of the Lagos coastline from here. You can also see the landmark beach, Lagos skyline, and the whole of Eko Atlantic City from here. There is a cool ocean breeze, and watching the beautiful sunset makes for an awesome evening. This rooftop also had a...
I definitely think this is very beautiful. Compared to the previous one, I think the view from this and even the seating arrangements and the colors, I kind of like more somehow. It might be different to be there in person, but visually, I like it more.
Right. The seats look like eggshells. Eggs.
Indoor portion for guests, which had a really awesome finishing. There were these nice basket lightings which were attached to the ceiling for the decor, which made the place pop. The outdoor area had a stylish patio type covering and nice cane chairs. There was also the rooftop telescope, which was one of the unique things about this spot. It is the only rooftop in the whole of Lagos that has a telescope. You can use this to see ships that are coming in and out of the Atlas Cove area, and also to get a close-up look of places in Lagos all from the rooftop. We had a drink called the View Abo, which had a pineapple topping. It was a really nice drink and I finished it in one gulp. I'll give this place an 8 too, as it was really dope. The view was really amazing. So we noticed a lot of people are always looking for dope spots to come and have a nice time. So, which is why we're visiting each of all these rooftop bars. We don't plan on spending all our money in all these places because, you know, now December is coming. We have to save money now. So for December, Anguanu. Our next point of call was the Sky Bar at Eco Hotel and Suites, which is located in Victoria Island, Lagos.
Yeah, so now he's going to Eco Atlantic. That would be interesting to know because it is supposed to be all luxury. So let's see how it fares with these. Drink for $10 was pretty expensive. Like this is all in US dollars. A beer here is about, you know, $3 to $7 depending on the brand of beer, I think. And then yeah, mocktails, cocktails are $10 or something more. So this is US prices, and I think this is kind of expensive again to go by. But definitely that rooftop was beautiful. Seemed like you could see the beautiful skyline, and the glass, it kind of gives you an infinity kind of a feeling because you can see through it and you can see the waves crashing. So that was very beautiful. And the sunset looked gorgeous from there as well. I like
the telescope. I love the telescope thing. That's quite a fun thing to have.
Yeah.
I could pay a bit more for that.
I would imagine this like for young people as well as people with families, because the kids would be amused by the telescope, and then young people can throw parties, look at the sunset view. Families would also have a great time, you know, because the kid would be engaged and they would be like, oh, sometime I myself. I'm just kidding. It looked really nice. I liked it a lot.
Up here is so tranquil as you are separated from the popular Lagos traffic below. Guys, check out this view. It's so dope. Like, just check it out. You can see the whole of the Atlantic here, and you can see the whole of Lagos on this side. There's also the Lagos Lagoon here, and there's like a lake. I don't know what lake this is, but it's also a very dope ass lake here. And like, just check it out. For this occasion, I had a Budweiser for a change, while Tosin had a Chapman. I can't really say much about the taste because beer all around the world tastes mostly the same. I spent almost all my money finished doing all these videos for you people, so I'm just buying beer. It's beer from now on, only beer. Why did you decide to have this?
Hey guys, give him more likes. He spent all his money on this video. I can understand being on a budget and trying to shoot a good video. That's difficult to do. And I love the effort that he has put into this. Also, it seemed like maybe this was cheaper than the previous bar, but I do want to say, like, at least from the view, I liked the previous bar better because there were waves and it was an actual ocean, not just a lake, a stagnant lake. And the other thing is, at least from what we saw, all these chairs are red. There were other types of different kinds of chairs and different kinds of chairs, different colors of chairs, and just a better view in the previous one.
This one.
I really like it here. I think they serve one of the best Chapman in Lagos. Yes. This is granite and
bread, agege bread.
no,
This is agege bread though.
it's not agege bread, fam.
This is agege bread. Guys, doesn't this look like agege bread?
No.
Let me taste it. The pricing based on this location wasn't bad. With 1.7, I got to enjoy this amazing view. I will give this place an 8 too because it was just really chill. Like really chill. It seems like I'm giving out 8s to every restaurant today. It was almost dark and we still had 2 more spots to hit. Our next spot was the La Maison Fahrenheit, which was just across the street. It was much lower than the Eco Hotel Sky Bar and didn't have as good of a view, but wasn't so bad either. From here, you could get a much closer view of Ahmadu Bello Way and also feel the elements more, which include cars honking and the normal Lagos rush hour. This place had really nice decor and furniture, which weren't really visible because we had lost most of the light from the sun. The waiters were really friendly and I had a Long Island here, which was great. Loved it. They also had a nice pool and bar downstairs for people who like the more down-to-earth setting, if you know what I mean. I'll give this place a 6.5 because I want to give it a 6.5. Our final spot for the night was the 4 Point Hotel Bar, which was located on the 3rd floor of the hotel. This place didn't really have much of a view or lighting, which was a downer. They had majorly an outdoor space. There was a nice aroma coming from the nearby Rooftop barbecue grill, but my pockets didn't agree with me after I had a look at the prices. I tried out the Long Island again as it was the only thing I could recognize on the menu. This one was much more pricier than the last one. It more or less tasted the same. I'll give this place a 5.5 because it had no view and the lighting wasn't dope. As with the last restaurants, this one did not have any accessible Wi-Fi. Only a code they had, but you had to input some code which I didn't really have access to. PSA to all.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. I think I definitely liked the second one the most. Yeah, the last two didn't have the best of views. I was hoping especially the last one, which wasn't very high, didn't have the best of views. And I think the outdoor decor was kind of nice. The lighting, the low red lighting. I don't know if I would like to sit in it. Like it would feel like a photograph development room to me. I think the only light I don't mind other than white is kind of yellowish, but any other light to sit in it and have food or drinks just feels weird to me. But the outdoor was decent, but I was just hoping the prices would go lower since the venue was not as good as some of the other ones. And it's kind of funny, poor guy. Towards the end of this he would have been completely drunk and broke. So he has put in a lot of effort in this.
Right. I just have one complaint though. His partner was just there for the free drinks, didn't contribute anything, not even much of expression. He was like, okay, just give me the drink.
I mean, maybe he was not someone who was supposed to be in the video. Maybe he didn't want to be in the video. We don't know. And maybe they split the bill in half. I mean, he was just showing us the receipts. So maybe he was there
Yeah,
for
maybe
background support.
he was just the guy who had to come along because this guy didn't want to go alone. So if you have to, you're my friend, you have to tag
Yes,
along.
he is that friend who has to come along. So he is probably
Good
more
guy.
noble than you think. And also,
Oh,
I
yeah.
did think, I mean, since you brought him up, I did think he had good camera presence, and he was kind of funny. You know, I wish there was more of him as well. That would have been fun to see their camaraderie and their equation, even though the video is about these bars. But you know, some chemistry, some friendship doesn't hurt the video.
All the restaurants in Lagos make your Wi-Fi accessible. Those are most of the major rooftop restaurants in Lagos.
So that's a cool video. I liked it. I enjoyed it. And
Yes.
you know, for us at least, being so far away from Lagos or anything Nigerian, it's good for us to, it felt like we were traveling there ourselves, because we review Nigerian content, but it's a different feeling to be physically in the location and knowing all the roads and being in a position to give recommendations. It's a deeper connection in that sense. So I really liked this video a lot.
I'm sure people over there also love it because I mean he's giving a good review. You know, it's a very honest review, whichever he gave. He showed the prices. He showed what he liked, what he did not like. He talked about the food. It was very down to earth, and it was just like, you know, having a conversation with a person who's actually showing you the video and telling you, okay, this one I like this way. This one was this what. You know, it was nice. It was like you're just having a conversation with this guy. It was nice.
Yeah, and I definitely I think he reviewed 5. The favorite one was the second one that he showed. I think that was a little pricier, but I think my second favorite was the Echo Hotel one, because it kind of had a view and was you know, a little easier on the pockets is what I understood from it. I mean, we just looked at the drinks, but it was kind of funny how the first one they viewed, they just went to town on the food and drinks, and then the second one they kind of like paced it out a little more. They're like, okay, let's just drink, you know. They just splurged the first time, which was kind of funny.
I think Nigerians and Indians, you know, they do believe in saving money. You know, money matters.
Yeah, obviously it does. I mean, you have to have a budget. I mean, anywhere you kind of do have to have a budget, and especially it's another thing when a person from the US or Europe or any other such stronger economy goes to Nigeria or India, they can try so much more. But for him or anybody else who's a creator, right, it's difficult because if you're, it's the same currency you are earning in, so you are not like making more than what you could spend really. So you know, you have to have a budget constraint, but you know, it was still fun. It was a really good video. What I was hoping was that he would have tried not just drinks, but a little bit of food in each of those. If you would have paced it out a little more that way, then we could see the prices of drinks and food, because say the dynamics are different, right? For example, if it is a detached island that he went to, which I don't know, maybe I think Echo Atlantic is connected by land, or is it Victoria Island? Maybe, you know, whatever island that is, I think it is connected by land. But say it wasn't, which I don't know whether it is or not, then some prices for exporting food and alcohol would be higher, right? Because they would have to bring it in a boat, and so they would have to include that expense in there. So I would have liked to see food and drink both for each of the ones that he reviewed. But still, it was a great review. I mean, you can kind of gauge even from the drinks, so it kind of helps.
Right.
All right, guys, so if you liked our video, please subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon so that you're notified every time we upload a new video. Also, actually like our video if you actually liked it. Share it with friends, spread the word, and until next time, Odabo.
Adabo.